Yo, what's going on, gang? Listen, today I wanted to talk about the Verdansk operator for the Return to Verdansk event, okay? This operator is like a 1 in 10,000 chance or something to get. They've said the odds for it are crazy, and the only way you can get this operator is by luckily opening it out of a safe in Verdansk. That's the only way to get it. If you complete like all the challenges, you don't just get it by default. That's not how it works. You have to be lucky enough to get it out of a safe. And when the event ends, it's got 1 day left. That's it. That's wraps. That's it. You can't get it again after that. This will go down as one of the more rare skins in Call of Duty and Warzone. Now, on this image in front of you, all of these POIs, this is going to be all the safe locations. Now, I want to go through the easiest way to get this operator, how I did it, and I feel like I did it super effectively. Now, this list is missing some out. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but let me give you the ground rules on how the safes work. Each POI can have up to 3 spawns. So like up here, this is military base. There's 5 locations, only 3 of these can spawn. It's not gonna have all 5. Same with quarry. There's some at lumber, that's what I wanted to mention. Lumber in this area have some as well, they're just not on this map. There's a couple at stadium, superstore has a bunch. Now here's where the magic trick comes into play. We're gonna have a route, okay? So what I would do every game, I would play Plunder, not like the casual royale or whatever. Plunder is the game one, I'm telling you. Load into Plunder and figure out where the plane is closer to. If the plane is closer, like if the line goes across where my mouse is, if we're closer to military base, then we're going to prison. If it's closer to prison, then we're going to military base, all right? You want to establish a helicopter first. So like if you're coming in, you got helicopters at TV station right here on the map. I'll kind of zoom in on them and kind of get these dialed in for you. Right here, you got a heli spawn here. You have a heli spawn right here. You have a heli spawn right here. You have one at hospital right here. These are going to be like the bigger heli spawn areas, and I believe you can also have a heli spawn out here at Millie Base. So figure out which one's closest to the drop and which one's furthest. Whatever one's furthest is where you're going to want to go, because people are going to jump out of the plane to the closest area. People are trying to do this right now, so you got to act fast. Get a heli before you try to get to a drop spot. That's the best advice I can give you. Run the heli until it blows up, and then get yourself a quad. What worked the best for me, when I would get a heli, so let's say at TV station, I would fly over to this prison area. I would get the 3 at prison, which are usually just around the upper walls. This one right here is kind of like actually in the courtyard, but these are up on top of the wall. You cannot miss them. Open these 3. And then I would fly, or if the heli blew up, I would hop on a quad and I would go through this lumber area. If I was flying, I would fly low enough around these buildings. As I would be flying up towards lumber and towards quarry, I could see, you know, vaults or safes, and I would land it, open them up back in the heli, or if I was on a quad, you know, get out, open them, whatever. And I work my way from prison all the way up towards quarry. And there's usually this one right here, people don't usually grab. So I would grab this guy right here, look for the other 2 around the building, which are usually open, and then I'd work my way up to military base. It seems that most people don't grab this top one up here or this far one in by the buy station. These 2 always kind of go under the radar, and I found this one quite a few times as well. From military base, I would head to dam. These up top always seem to be open, but there's a few here that aren't on the map, and they're always there. I've gotten them every time I've been there. There's one right below the dam. There's a bridge at the base. I would go here. There's a building right here. There's another bridge, you know, there's a crate here and another bridge. There's always one here. And then there's a third. It's right there. And then all the way behind the bridge back here, there's a little house. I'll zoom way in on it. There's this big house on the map, and then you have this little house. One spawns right here as well. So I would load in and I would run this lap right here. I'd run this right side of the map, open as many crates as I could. After I got done with dam, I would go check these 2 spots at airport, and then I would leave the game. If I didn't get it, I would leave. load right back into plunder, get a helicopter or an ATV, a car, whatever, and I would go from prison through lumber up to quarry to military base to dam. I did it 4 games in a row. When I actually started trying my 4th game, I got the operator, so it worked well for me. I would say I was opening about 10 safes per game, and that's in public matches and a plunder. I had no difficulty opening safes. I didn't have anyone really try to, you know, kill me when I was opening the safes. I was able to just get there, open the safe, keep it pushing. Gang, that's the best advice I got for you to get this operator, the easiest. I hope you all get it, man. Let me know in the comments if this helps you, and if you get it, hit the sub, crush the like, catch you tomorrow for another banger. Let's get it, gang.